Does that look live enough and impromptu enough?
Okay, we're live now. Hey, everybody. This is John Allen, Pastor John Allen at First Methodist Carrollton. And I've got a couple of really important folks with me. I've got Laurie Davis and Guy Terry. They are therapists, and we're going to talk about wearing masks today. Pretty soon we're going to be back in church. We're going to be back in worship. And one of the ways that we protect each other is by wearing a mask. It's not really for my protection as I wear a mask, but for those who are vulnerable. And so I just want to ask Guy and Laurie to kind of explain from your experience, why is a mask so important? I mean, how does it help us?
Well, the biggest deal, it's become clear that a lot of people may be spreading COVID without knowing that they have it, without having symptoms. And a lot of that spread is coming out through droplets and particles, and they come out of their mouth and their nose. Like when, somebody's talking to you and they're talking too close and you say it, don't spray it. Well, we're all spraying a little bit when we talk. So the mask helps cover all that, just like you'd cover your mouth when you're coughing or sneezing.
Yeah. Laurie, what's been your experience?
Well, that's the same. I think whenever people are not aware that the purpose of the mask is to protect others, it's not to protect themselves. It's done out of love for our fellow people.
Well, when I put my mask on, I go to the grocery store. All different positions. What's the best way to put it?
Ooh. Well, I can demonstrate. Guy, you want to talk it through and I'll do it?
Oh, okay. All right. Most of them have a little metal stay in the top of it. So make sure that goes right across your nose. Some of the ones like we have at the hospital, the off-the-shelf ones even have a little dent there for you. If you got a homemade one, then hopefully you got a metal stay in it. We've used a paper clip before. Make sure it covers your nose. Make sure it covers the bottom of your jaw. Push it down against your nose and pull it back over your ears. And after that, don't mess with it. Don't touch it. Don't sit around like this the whole time. Don't do that.
Whenever you touch the mask is supposed to be, if it's catching the spray so that it doesn't get on your friend, then it's going to be contaminated. So the idea is that whenever you take it off and put it on, you really only mostly just touch the little handles. That's it.
Gotcha.
And then if you take a drink, you would, use the handles to take it off, the little ties, and then put it back on, and then wash your hands or sanitize your hands so that you keep everybody safe.
Yeah, well, we've got lots of hand sanitizing stations around the building, so have lots of opportunities to do that. I do have one question, though. I wear glasses, and when I wear this, it fogs up my glasses.
I did a lot of research on the internet and tried several things. And one of the things that even the people that do dives and want their masks to not get fog up whenever they go deep sea diving, they say, go ahead and wash it with soap and water, but don't rinse it real well. Leave a little bit of a film on it, and that will keep the humidity from fogging on top of it. So earlier today, I decided to try the anti-fog from Rain-X, and it seemed to work pretty well compared to not doing anything at all. The big thing is to make sure that it's sealed really good, and that'll reduce the fog.
Now, the one that I have here, and I've got a couple of others, and I kind of rotate them and wash them, that are handmade. In terms of maybe buying a mask, you got any that you recommend? I mean, what's going to be the best face mask to protect others?
Well, at work, our employer is asking everybody use one of their surgical face masks. Frankly, I did a homemade job. Sharon made me one way back, like right when this whole thing started. There's a lot of, I'm sure you can find YouTube videos that review masks, but you just want it to seal pretty well. That's really the bottom line, is just cover your face and seal pretty well and be comfortable.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay.
I think having the metal clip is the bigger thing. I've seen a lot, and since since we screen at the hospital and we're screening at the door, I see a lot of face masks. And I see a lot that aren't held on good. So when they talk and open their mouth, it just begins to slip down their nose. So it needs to be fitting well, and having that metal stay that sits right here is the best defense to that.
Yeah. I'm thinking about maybe we'll have some First Methodist Carrollton face masks made.
That would be nice.
That we can publicize the church in public. What do y'all think about that?
I think that's
good.
a great idea.
Well, anything else today?
I think that covers it.
I think the biggest, here's one thing that is nice to remind people. One of the biggest things, and I know we've heard it 1,000 times, but in case you missed it, the biggest thing is to keep your hands away from your face. Wash your hands when we're going to touch your face, before you touch your face, after you touch your face. And that is the biggest defense that you have, along with protecting others by wearing a mask.
Yeah. For me, I have a heart condition. And so I've been really careful over the last couple of months. But just as important as that is protecting others. Mm-hmm. And particularly in the church, we love each other. And we should want to protect each other and to keep each other as safe as possible. In most cases, this is particularly for younger folks. It's you get sick, but it's not fatal. But for some people, it can really be dangerous. And those are the folks we really want to protect. That's the ones we want to protect.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. We're going to post this on on our YouTube channel. And then, of course, it'll also be on Facebook for folks to view. And as much as anything else, it's just a reminder of how we can keep people safe as we worship together and come back together as a church. So, Guy, Laurie, thank you very much.
We love our neighbors. We love them.
Yes. God bless you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.